Hello developers, today we are going to see how we can create beautiful layouts and organize our data app using Streamlit options. We will see how we can create beautiful sidebars to control and organize uh, flow in our application. We can create sidebar like this. We can create columns of different widths in Streamlit. We can create data elements. We can create tabs to display data and organize various elements in our app like this. Then we will see how we can create expanders like this. Then we will see how we can create containers to hold multiple elements in a container, and then we can see how we can clear the container using Streamlit empty container option. So let's begin. So let's start with sidebar. Sidebar we can create sidebar using two of the options which are equivalent in nature. First is st.sidebar, then type of element we want to place in the sidebar. Second is with option. So with st.sidebar, then st.element name. We can place any kind of element in the sidebar, whatever is supported by Streamlit, like buttons, select box, radio. We can write something in sidebar also. So let's start exploring each of the options. So if we want to create a select box in a sidebar, we can either use this syntax st.sidebar.element name, or we can use the with notation syntax, which is quite popular and which is quite preferred instead of this notation, is with notation. So with st.sidebar and then whatever we want to place in the sidebar. So let us explore. So if I am placing add select box and I am writing st.sidebar.select box, then I am passing option for this select box, or if I am writing with st.sidebar add select box 1 st.sidebar then select box, option for select box, these two are equivalent. So let us explore first. Let me comment it out. So I have got this sidebar and this sidebar contains a select box as shown in this code. So add select box st.sidebar.select box then select box options. This is equivalent to this option with st.sidebar, then I am adding a select box st.sidebar.select box then select box option, and I am also creating a radio in this radio element in this. So I am passing radio options. So let us see how the page is displayed. So here first one is using the dot notation, second one this whole part is with notation. So then I can close the sidebar or I can expand. I can also resize the sidebar based on my need in my live web application. So okay, we can grab this value of select or radio box in the variable and display it on the this part of the page. So here I have tried I have written st.write add select box. So this one add select box, and then add select box 1 is this one, and then a divider. So let us see what happens. So here the selected value is displayed here. If I select home phone, this value is changing to home phone. If I select this value to mobile phone 1, this value is changing to mobile phone 1. This I have not displayed, but this I can choose and again display. So this phone is also displayed. Sidebar can be used to organize data as well as to provide interactivity in application, where we can create some chart or graphs based on this selection. Based on sidebar options, we can change the data or change the display in this part of the page. So let's move to next part is column. How we can create columns in the page based on our needs and various column options. So I will comment sidebar options first, and then to define a column, we have several options. So to define column, we need st dot columns and then number of columns which we want to display. I think so. The columns, we have defined column like this. We are defining two columns, column 1 and column 2 with st dot columns option. Then there are two syntaxes which can be used to use these columns. One is dot notation and another is with notation. So here I have created some random data, numpy array in data. Then we can lay out columns like this: column 1 dot header column 1 and column 2 dot header column 2. So these columns are laid out side by side, and this column 1 and column 2 are container objects which are returned by this st dot columns option. So let us see. Think something. So this column examples, then column 1 and column 2 are laid out side by side. We can say 3 columns, then 3 columns will be laid out, but here I forgot to write this column 3, and then I can write column 3 dot, let me say, subheader, and then column 3. So third column is also split out. Then we can use this with column notation. So with column 1, I can write this data in this. So with column 1, this data is shown in column 1. With column 2, I can create a line chart using this data. This line chart is displayed, and then for third column, I can say with column 3 st dot write I don't have any data. I don't have any data. So all these columns are laid out in parallel side by side. One more option is there, that is optional, is gap. So gap is equal to, we can pass a string that signifies the gap between these columns, whether it is small, medium or large. So gap is small, which is a default behavior, then medium, and large. So here the space between two columns, you can say padding between two columns is changed based on the option provided by this gap option. Also we can create columns of various ratios, means width of the column, width of these columns can be of varied ratio. So to create these columns, let us create some other one, col1 comma col2 is equal to st dot columns, and then we can pass a list containing ratio of columns. So you can say I am creating two columns, column 1 and column 2 in ratio of 3:1 width, and then let me copy it and st dot subheader column having ratio 3, quickly copy it, paste it, column having ratio 1. So here the ratio of these columns is changed. So this column is taking 3 part of the container width, and this column is taking only 1 part of the container width. So that's it for columns. Similar to column, we can create tabs like this, where data is available in tabs. So in the tab which we click is displayed for our viewing. To define tabs, similar to columns, st.tabs is the option. Then we have to provide label list for this tab, label options for the tabs. So first one is, and we can pass emojis also, as I have discussed in previous videos of this series. So st.tabs, first is charts, second is data with emoji of respective thing. Then we have created a data using numpy array. For tab1 dot header, we have created a label, and then tab1 dot line chart. In tab1 I am displaying a line chart, and in tab2 I am displaying the raw data created by this numpy array. So like this the data is displayed. Let us create another tab. Let me create tab 3, and then just simply write tab 3, tab 3 dot header, I am tab 3. Tab 3 dot write OK. So third tab is also visible, and the data of tab 3 is displayed. Similar to column and sidebar example, we can use with option with tab. So with tab 1 I can write my code here. So this code will be available only in tab 1. So this and this options are same, only difference is syntax, but I prefer this because it provides segregation of code and readability in code. So let us see the example. st.write st. Let us say header to display it big. So inside tab 1, inside the chart tab, I have displayed I am tab 1. In tab 2 this data is not available. Let us take another example using with option. So in each of the tab I am displaying images from Streamlit site. Uh, to display images, this we have not discussed, but we use st.image and then pass the URL of the image, and then width or height, these are optional. So with tab 1 st.header a cat, st.image, in tab 2 second image, in tab 3 an image of an owl. So let us see the output. In chart 1 cat is displayed, in chart 2 a dog is displayed, in tab 3 an owl is displayed. In Streamlit we can create expanders which are collapsed in default state and can be expanded by the user on clicking of the arrow like this. What is visible when it is collapsed is the label provided in the option. Let us see how this option works. To create this expander we can use with option, or we can use conventional object notation, but this with option is preferred because it provides code segregation and code readability. With st.expander, provided label which is visible when the expander is collapsed, then whatever is inside in the expander. So st.write markdown is passed here, then another image is called. So either we can do like this, or we can create an expander object. Expander is equal to st.expander, provide the label object expander example, then expander dot write, and let me copy paste it here. So either I can use this syntax or I can use this syntax, both are equivalent, but preferred is this one. Let us see the impact of this one. So first expander is created and then second expander is created, both are same. So next option or next function is st.container. This st.container is nothing but an invisible container that can hold multiple elements in your app, and this container can be used to place elements out of order in your app. Let us see example, and by example it will be more clear. So there are as usual two options, with option and then this object option. But so in with option we can write st.container, then st.write, then we can write multiple elements inside this container. So whatever is written inside this st.container, inside this with function, that will be displayed, that will be held intact inside this container. Whatever is written outside is outside of the container. But this option is more useful when we use object notation like this. So we create an empty container, then I write st.container.write, this is inside the container, then another one is outside of the container, and then container.write, this is inside too. So this option and this option, they will be displayed together, and this will be displayed after these two, after this and this has been displayed, has been rendered. So this will be below this inside two option. So let us see example. this is inside the container, this is inside the container, and then inside too, then this st.write is displayed because this is outside of the container. So to display such behavior which is not very frequent or we do not frequently use, but it can be used in certain cases, certain situations. So okay, then the last option in layout section, layout part is st.empty. So while st.container was holding more than one element, means we were able to display this write st.write and then st.bar chart inside same container in previous example, but st.empty can hold only one element at a time. So let us see example. So in this example, what we are we are initializing an st.empty container. This container will hold only one element, that is the thing. So we are creating a time for loop which is writing 1 second have passed, number of seconds which have been passed, waiting for 1 second. So after 10 seconds it is writing as 10 seconds are over. Had it been a container, st.container, all these st.write would have been displayed on the page. Let us see the example. We will see later. So when this is running, let us see the example. Let me rerun it. So this is replacing whatever was written in each iteration. For 10 seconds it will write this, and then after that it will write 10 seconds of 10 seconds are over. Means this st.write was replaced by, for first second st.write will write 1 second have passed. In second case it will write 2 second have passed, but it will override the previous one, and after 10 seconds this also will be overwritten by this st.write for 10 seconds are over. While this is the case with st.empty, had it been st.container or normal container, each of these 10 options as well as this option as well as this one would have been displayed on the screen. Let me rerun it. While in st.empty it has only written last option, it has only retained last st.write. In st.container for each iteration it has written everything. So that is the difference between st.container and st.empty. So that's it guys. I hope you will use this layout options for your Streamlit data app. Hope you liked the video, and if you do like it, please subscribe and share my channel with your family and friends.